I have little birds that like come to eat sunflower seeds from this little house we made for them, and there's just a little bird like right there. So that might happen a few times throughout these videos, and I apologize. They're very cute, but they chirp and tap on the window. So, okay, let's get started. Hello and welcome to Nano Yoga. My name is Nanako and I'm a yoga teacher here in Myoko, Japan. Today's warm-up is a yoga for snowboarding, and this is a pre-winter series. You are more than welcome to use this lesson wherever you are, whatever time of year, but the general gist of the next few yoga classes that I've put together are for warming up for the season ahead, as in Japan the season doesn't really start till about mid-December unless you are in Hokkaido on the northern island, and where it's a lot colder and close to Russia. So just to let you know, feel free to sign up for more of these yoga classes. You can download them in a by signing up below, and you'll get about 8+ sequences that you can just download. I kind of find that if you are practicing for yourself and kind of having your own practice, it's much nicer to have a PDF or an image or a book, and how you can kind of do each pose as it suits you and in your own time. And you can download them so you won't even need Wi-Fi, which can be quite bad in the mountain. And just to let you know that my Snow and Soul course, which is a specific yoga course for snowboarders and skiers, is also going to be available soon. So just sign up for that below as well for the waiting list to hear about it first. So let's get started. This is going to be pretty quick. So what we'll do, generally the gist of all of these series, I know I'm chatting a lot, you can skip me if you'd like, straight to the poses, is breathing, we'll move, and then towards the end we'll always add in a shavasana, which is the corpse pose, which is my favorite pose. So bringing both hands up on top of your knees. If you are quite stiff, that's totally fine. Just sit wherever's comfortable. You can put cushions underneath your bum, or you can even roll up your yoga mat into like a sausage and put it under your bum as well. If you don't have a yoga mat and you're just on tatami like I am, or on the nice soft floor, that's fine too. So both hands pointing up, as this is a warm-up. We want to get the energy up. And here gently closing the eyes, and we're going to start with 3 nice gentle breaths, breathing in through the nose. And exhaling through the nose again. Closing the mouth. 2 more breaths like this, and here just checking in, inhaling, how are you feeling? No need to judge whether it's good or it's bad, just feeling exactly as you are. And exhaling. And on that nice slow 3rd breath, inhaling here, how is your body feeling? And again, not judging it as good or bad, just bringing that self-awareness to the present moment, to the breath. And a deep exhale through the nose again. And if your eyes are closed, just returning to your normal breath here. And we're just going to get into a tabletop position. So here you're going to get into cat-cow. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And here we're just going to press down onto more like the fingertips than the wrists. And here you're going to get into tabletop position. If you tend to kind of press your chest down or up, just be kind of neutral here. We're going to inhale, bring the chest down towards the ground and the head up, the bum up towards the sky. And then you're going to exhale, you're going to bring your chest up, bring your pelvis in, looking towards the belly, exhale here. Do that 3 more times, inhaling up. Exhaling down, and again just using the breath in and out through the nose. Hopefully you don't have a cold. Inhaling here as you go up, and exhale. Inhaling back up, and exhale back down. Now we're going to inhale, come back to neutral. Next we're going to stretch the wrist. So what we're going to do here, if you do have any wrist pain, I really like to do this one, especially if you use your hands a lot for, like, I don't know, DIY, or that's the sort of job that you have. You're going to inhale, you're going to press on the fingertips, you're going to bring the wrists up towards the sky, and then you're going to exhale, bring the wrist back down. Do that 4 more times, inhaling back up. So you're kind of putting a bit of pressure here with the upper body. Exhale down, that's 2, 3 more, inhale up. So just warming up the wrists, they're a bit neglected when we do snow sports. Inhale up, but we do kind of use them for our bindings, for our backpack, for our zippers. Inhale up, exhale down. 1 more inhale up, and inhale back down. What we're going to do next is just bring our whole body forward. So here, obviously, if this is your the point where it kind of hurts or any sort of pain, you want to listen to your body and just stay where you are. If you want to go further, obviously go further. Again, pressing more in the fingertips rather than in the wrist. Inhaling back to center, and then you're going to do something that looks a little bit freaky. You're going to bring the hands in, left one in, and you're going to go backwards. So kind of all around for the wrist here, just warming them up. Obviously you don't have to go as far as me. If you're here, that's totally fine. You just want to kind of learn about where your limits are, where your body can't go. And the can't isn't a competition. It's better to be kind to your own body. You're going to inhale, coming back up, and you're going to bring the toes in, undo those wrists. You can shake them out if you want to. And next we're going to do the toe stretch. This is a bit of a killer. So if you run, if you're always on your feet and you've got extremely tight feet, your feet really are the foundation, especially for snowboarding. I got told by an instructor that not to scrunch the toes when you're scared, which unfortunately I do. So things like this, like doing yoga, it's not just like the physical aspects of the movements. I am talking a lot, so you're distracted from this movement. If it's really intense, by the way, come all the way up, but lean back a little bit so you can still feel in the toes. I do this quite often, but when I haven't for ages, it does hurt. Kind of pressing more on my big toe on my right side because I can feel that there's a bit of tension there. I'm going to keep going so that you keep stretching. Obviously, anytime you need to come off and take a break, feel free to do so. I can definitely feel it burning. I do have quite a short attention span, so I can't really remember what I was talking about, but I will try and remember and let you be here for just 1 breath. The toe scrunch. So, so yeah, scrunching your toes means that when you scrunch your toes, when you're scared or when you're kind of somewhere steep, what ends up happening is that you can't actually bend the part of your like your ankle, and you need to bend in order to be able to put that pressure not just straight into the legs and fall over. So it's just something to keep in mind while you're doing this, how important actually even your feet or like your entire body. I think we tend to focus on the glutes and the thighs, the core, but our feet really are the foundations. And if you've got like rental boots, sometimes that can be really painful, so this feels amazing. Okay, 1 more here. It's going to be a long winter wearing boots for those of you that work in the snow. And then exhale, bringing the hands down. Just do the tappa tappa with the feet, and you're going to bring the hands back down into a tabletop position. Put the toes down, you're going to bring your bum up towards the sky, and here you're going to get into your down dog. I am really stiff today, so don't judge my down dog. But yeah, you can bend the knees like I am. I mean, I can bring my heels. In Japanese we say muriari, which is like kind of like more than what you can do. It's not really a very good description, but I'm going to bend my knees and then press kind of what happens here is what we tend to do is kind of want to really straighten those legs, but press that chest down like I am, and then bend the knees. And just remember that everybody's body is different, therefore it might not look and feel the same for you as it does for someone else. Some teachers are extremely strict, if you do Iyengar, for example. But in this case, don't worry about it. Just if you're doing it, that is the most important. So here, 2 more breaths here. And this is such a great pose to do. If you cannot do any other pose before and after you go snowboarding, please just do a down dog if the ground is clean. Inhaling here. And a deep exhale. And you're going to bend the knees, bring yourself all the way back down. And what we're going to do here is from your tabletop, this time I'm going to bring the right leg up. You can always use your leg to, your hand, excuse me, to bring the knee forwards. And what you're going to do here is get into a low lunge. So from here, you're staying here. You can either bring your hands up to your waist, bring that right hip back a little bit, left hip forward. Maybe you need to change your foot. I've got short legs, perhaps you've got long legs. Everyone's different, so you'll see what feels best for your body. Staying here, if you'd like to go a little bit further, bring both hands in front of you. And if you're very flexible and you're doing this, that's totally fine. Make sure you're still bringing a little bit of strength instead of just going straight just into your flexibility. So both hands back up above you, and actually you can do this one in snowboard boots if you unwind your bindings from the snowboard, if you're waiting in line and it's an hour or so long queue like it is in certain ski resorts on a powder day. And then exhale, you're going to bring yourself down. We're going to do that on the other side. You're going to bring the left leg forwards. You can always use your leg, your hand. I don't know why I keep saying that. I think it's because I'm touching my leg. You're going to come up, right hip's going to come forward, left hip back, both hands up above you. Otherwise, if that feels more comfortable, the hands on the waist, feel free to do so, on the hips. Left hip back, right hip forward. I'm going to bring my hands up. 2 more nice low breaths here. Again, if you're kind of going really forwards and trying to go more flexible, bring a little bit of strength, kind of like you're feeling like both of these sides are being squeezed into the middle. Then we're going to exhale, both hands back down, left leg back. This is a bit more of mobility than yoga, but it kind of combines the both. I really like to do this one. This is more for like the opening the upper body, which I still think is really important for snowboarding. It gets a bit neglected because obviously we don't have poles. If you do backcountry, though, this is probably a really nice one to do. You're going to bring the left elbow down. Oop, I'm going to bring, actually you probably want to, sorry, you want to bring your foot a little bit wider out the way. If this is super, super like tight, obviously just pull back, see what's best for your body. And then here you're going to bring the right elbow, so the elbow or the arm where your leg is bent. And here you're going to bring the right elbow down as far as that's comfortable for you. Don't know if you can see with my hair and everything. And then you're going to bring the right elbow back up and open up that chest. You're going to do that 3 more times. Exhale down, inhale back up, exhale down, inhale back up, exhale down. And this is the last one, inhale back up. And then exhale, bringing both hands down, right foot back. We're going to do that on the other side. So left leg forward, kind of like you're in your low lunge. Obviously you want to maybe open up that hip a little bit, kind of like a lizard pose. Ooh. And then the left elbow is coming down. Left elbow down. You're going to bring it back up. Inhale here, open up that arm, stretch out that shoulder area. Exhale down, inhale back up. 2 more of these. Exhale down, inhale back up, exhale down, and 1 more, inhaling up, and then exhale all the way back down. You're going to bring the foot back. You're going to bring yourself into a child's pose. So you're going to bring the bum towards the feet. You're going to exhale here, bring the hands out in front of you, bring the knees nice and wide. Staying here for 2 more nice slow breaths. And then pressing down on the palm of the hand on that last breath as you exhale. You're going to inhale back up. You're going to bring yourself nicely flat, lying facing up. And then both hands down by your side. And then here, just take a minute just to kind of feel all of the breathing, all of the moves that you just did. It's a pretty short yoga sequence to fit in as a warm-up, so you can fit it into your day, and doing a little bit is better than nothing. So I'll let you just relax here for another minute in silence. Another 3 nice slow breaths here. And gently moving the fingertips and the toes. Bringing both knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a nice hug. Thanking your body for all that it does for you. And taking the time out to really take care of yourself, even if it's for a few minutes. I think that's really important. And then gently bringing yourself back up. Feet crossed in the middle of the mat. Hands facing up on top of the knees. And that is it for today. If you kind of feel like this wasn't enough, you can always repeat this. And otherwise there is a whole playlist of yoga for snowboarding coming up. So that will be in the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the algorithm gods. And yeah, if you've made it this far, to be honest, thank you so much. And again, if you would like to sign up for the waiting list for the Snow and Soul course, feel free to sign up below if you'd like more sort of like these types of sequences, but kind of in image form that you can just download and always check before or after you go snowboarding. Feel free to get that as well. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great season ahead.